the loyal subjects, which they started out, I believe they started out making little, probably like 3 to 4 inches, little blind bag figures. And that was their thing. And they were really cool. And I have some Power Rangers ones and they're great. And they were neat little figures. Well, then they started making, I think it's called AXN or something like that. This line of like about 5-inch action figures. And you can find them at Walmart and Target, but I find them mostly at Walmart in the electronics aisle and with the collectibles, if you will. And they've had a bunch of waves out so far. I haven't jumped on any of them yet, but I did know the Turtles were coming, and I was still hesitant. And I had decided I wasn't going to do it, and then they did some reveals. But before we get to their big reveal, let's just review what the Turtles look like. So here's your boy Donatello. Yeah, this is this is a really good production shot because it makes this thing look a lot better than what I think it will actually look like in person. But it is very much.
It looks clean. It looks clean.
It does.
They did a good job of like really like making it look clean and with the lighting and photography.
Oh, absolutely.
The face is cool.
It is
in that very cartoon way, like very like limited way. What I like is like I mean they don't make an attempt to like make it look like there's any kind of wash or any kind of complicated paint app on him, which to me I think is like kind of honest.
And
actually, I kind of like it.
Exactly. And there's an appeal to for it definitely. But one thing I will notice about or note about this sculpt is that their head is a little bit more oval, maybe like it's a little wider. Like a little flatter. Oh yeah, especially considering my point being that they are based, I think, off of this art. So
of course,
yeah, when you look at this art, it makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah,
and so
I mean, it looks like the '87 animated series Turtles.
It very much does.
I don't see anything weird about it. Yeah.
Oh, it's not necessarily that it's weird, but I think that it's not as I think that a lot of turtle action figures lately, or at least in my recollection, have a little bit more of a cylindrical, like see how this Donatello and the actual artwork's face is a little more round than it is wide. Yeah, I think that's what the toys themselves are doing, and I think that sets them apart, and I kind of like that. And I do really enjoy the do they call this control art? Someone let us know in the comments or email us or something, because I think that's what this is called, where they have artwork that they throw on everything for particular things. There's a certain term for it, and I forget. But regardless, moving on real quick, here's Leonardo looking much more like himself and less like Igor. And Ninjato in a very strange way, but, whatever. And we got your boy Michelangelo with those nunchucks that will immediately, if I do purchase this, will be switched for real metal chains.
Of course.
And then you have Raphael. And these are essentially the same figure, just different colored bandanas and arm and wrist stuff.
Icon.
And then their letter on their belt and their weapons. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I do believe though that Michelangelo does come with his grappling hook. So that's pretty cool. Better. Yeah, I know. And I don't think here, let me see. I think I got Raphael. Yeah, Raphael does not come with the grappling hook. He comes with some other weapons too. Okay. So that's cool. But now as far as the reveal, so they revealed, and I saw these on Big Bad Toy Store because they're up for pre-order right now. And I believe these run you anywhere from 15 to 20, I think. I might be mistaken. I should have studied that real quick. But yeah, they dropped this, and here's a foot soldier. Like, that doesn't look too bad.
These are 6-inch figures?
These are not. They are about 4 to 5 inches, somewhere in there.
Okay.
And yeah, they this is I believe this is a render.
What do you not like about that?
It's not that I don't.
What's the render?
I think this is digital. I don't think this is actual. I could be wrong.
Zoom in.
But
I mean, it's hard because I'm seeing this through a screen on Discord.
Right. Yeah. I think this is digital.
What makes you think that's a render?
Something about, I think, the color of the hand and the sword, how big that is, like the hilt or the handle, I should say.
Okay.
Something about that just seems a little too rough, if you will. And
that's fine. That's fine. Let's just assume that's what the figure's gonna look like. Let's just assume that's just like really close to what the figure is gonna look like. That way we can actually like talk about it instead of being like, oh, it's digital, so I don't care now.
No, right. So no, my thing is that, and it's really not an indictment on these figures themselves. It's more about the line as a whole. Again, I think it falls under the category of not my scale, and that's fine. I mean, I can, and it's kind of works out better for me because I don't have to buy everything. But yeah, some things, like they have an Avatar: The Last Airbender, which doesn't look that bad, the Aang character, but his head and shoulders are just disproportionate, and it's just not. Actually, I don't even think he has a neck. Like, it's so weird. But then the images that are similar, the images that they've shown for the other characters that are similar to this one that we're looking at, they look like more like the digital renderings, which is another reason why I think that's what this is as well. But we have the foot soldier.
If someone did a digital render and it's colored like that, and like it has like all the shadow and like light on it, and it's got all that light like it was in a photo box.
Yeah.
Then they put way too much time into that render.
Yeah,
I would agree. Coming from like the miniature side of things, when you get a render for a miniature, it literally looks like you're about to throw it in CAD. Like it's gray. Like it looks like the Usagi Yojimbo render that we reviewed a little bit ago, where it's obviously a digital render because it's like a gray digital thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen, and once again, I'm not as into the toy like hunting and looking at like all the speculation stuff, but like that's a lot of time spent on a render.
It is. But this is also stuff
to make it look real
that they're selling. They're trying to set, like, it's essentially like the back of the box.
Off it. Okay.
Yeah. It's how Playmates, the toy on the back looked amazing. But the one in hand might look a little different. Moving on, Shredder comes into play, enters we have a new challenger, you know what I'm saying? And
now weirdly, that one looks more like a render to me.
Yeah,
weirdly.
Yeah.
Than the other one.
It's, and if we're the other thing that might make it be a render is whatever that is right there, because that looks like his hand that was copied and pasted and not.
It does.
Not
No, for some reason this one looks more like a render because that's so true. When you back up though, actually just go roll up onto his left arm. Like what kind of sold me with the sword.
Okay.
The bicep area.
Okay.
Something around that. See that pinkish.
Yeah.
So Photoshop.
Yeah.
Like, see, that's what I expect. That's what I expect to see out of like a digital render that's been colored.
Right.
But for some reason, the foot soldier doesn't have like any of that going on.
Oh,
the foot soldier one looks like good to me. Like, I'm like, all right. Like, once again, I'm seeing it through Discord. If I saw like the original image, I might be able to obviously tell. But anyway,
and you saw the foot soldier like isolated. I saw all of them at once, and so like that kind of influenced me too. So, but still,
okay. So all right.
Yeah. This Shredder looks pretty good for what it is. For this, like this image, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And so
I think you're being kind of hard on this line. I gotta be 100.
Okay, well, real quick.
I never thought we'd come out and you like Igor. You're all about Igor, but you don't like these. I did not expect that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
I want to like them a lot more because so I went into Walmart recently and they had their Kiss versions, like from the same line, Kiss figures, and they definitely look a lot different. They don't look exactly how they probably did in like an image like this when they were soliciting it. And
yeah, sure,
they're not the worst figures by any means. They're pretty good for what they are, but they're definitely not what we're accounted to in the way of NECA and Marvel Legends and stuff. Then again, there's a price difference.
Of course not.
So
yeah,
there's
a price difference,
and scale does play does come into play. But as far as the design, this looks really good. And what you're seeing on screen for some reason looks a little bit like more slender because he's a little bit more, at least maybe I might be seeing it wrong, but I think he's a little bit more bulkier too. Like he's a little bit more like wider. And that's, nevertheless, it's still a really good sculpt for Shredder. Like if they can make that look just like that, that'd be fantastic. Now, they also revealed Bebop, and Bebop
cool.
looks pretty good. I mean,
he's a little more slender than what like Bebop probably would be. Like he in the animated series, he's always shown a lot more like stout than that, like a little bit more just white. He's a bit of a thicker boy, like in general.
yeah,
This is a little more like this is like a combination of like the animated series version and then like the IDW version of him. You know, in IDW he's like really skinny, like that. This almost looks like a mixture.
Yeah. Well, like I said too, I think that for some reason these images aren't translating as well as everything else had, because it's looking a little slimmer. But yeah, no, he looks like animated series in my opinion, like just dead ass, just like that's. Except those abs. I don't know. Now that you're mentioning it, did he have abs in the animated series?
I don't think so. He had a belly, dude.
Where did those abs come from?
Look, man, he had a boxer's build, bro. Like that's kind of what him and Rocksteady both had. The boxer's build. We're like, hey, no doubt that there's muscle under those slabs. Like there's muscle there all day. Yeah, but they got some fat because like they need to be insulated because they're not like 1% body fat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they actually like are dudes that are strong. So
yeah,
the thing is that like he looks a little slimmer once again if it's a photo or whatever. I love how this news segment's become all about if it's real,
right?
If it's a photo, the photo, whatever. We're not even talking about the miniatures, or about the action figures that much.
Yeah.
But he looks a little slim to me. But once again, I think that looks great. I don't know. You're being kind of hard on the line, I think. And once again, all I can judge is off what I'm seeing here.
Right.
You went into the wild and started looking at Kiss action figures for some reason. Who knows why you did that? And then you started looking at other stuff, and it's kind of like, I don't have obviously that frame of reference. I don't know what you're going to get here versus what you're going to get in hand when it comes to loyal subjects. I just don't know that.
Right.
All I can say is based on what I've seen so far. Are there more?
Yeah, there's one more, and that's it.
Let's go.
We got your boy Casey Jones, and
the hockey stick's a little. Who even has a hockey? It's like a combination of like a cricket bat and a hockey stick. Like, what is that? Did he like? It looks like a paddle. And what's messed up is he has a true hockey stick.
Behind him
on his back. Yeah. Now, if you're a sports bro more than me and you know what that is, please let me know. It's not a cricket bat. It's not an oar, which is what it also kind of looks like. And it's not a hockey stick that I've ever seen.
Well, I think you have to understand what crumpet is before you can understand what cricket is, right? Isn't that how that goes?
That's true, but I know enough about crumpet to know that cricket bats don't have a hockey stick end on the end of
it. Yeah.
but also a cricket bat.
Right.
But that's like all I got to say because look, like maybe it's the painter in me. My thing is this. These sculpts for less expensive figures. Granted, the scale's smaller, right? Not necessarily our scale. I like 6'2". You know what I mean? Like I like 3'4" is kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
But from what I'm seeing, like I don't know. It is what it is. Like it is what it is. And if you want to spice them up, you know what I'm saying? If you want to add, I'm talking about kind of like that old Totino's party pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Put that sucker. Who just puts that in the oven, boys? You know what I'm saying? We gotta spice it up. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
We got a home style. Add that cheese. Add that extra pepperoni. Add that extra bitterness. Add that hot sauce. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Have to.
You're gonna have to spice up that party pizza with these guys. Unless, if you really want something that looks on par with NECA or even Legends or whatever, you're gonna have to step it up. Like, but at the same time, for animated series figures, I like them.
Yeah,
they are. They are
what
like,
they are.
They look like they're from the animated series. It looks like it's the promise of the premise. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
I'm a little easier on them because of their price point and because of what I'm seeing.
Okay.
You're not even in those leagues. You're not even in the league of like, I needed a screen accurate Casey Jones. You're not doing that. So why do you need it?
So I'm gonna correct myself. These are $20. These are $20 figures.
Oh.
And yeah. Now I will say that there is a lot more detail, obviously, here on Casey. Oh, and I love his green shoes. Oh, those are sick.
Oh.
Those are neat.
See?
I like those.
How about hey? You know, how about the sculpt on those pants?
Those pants?
The bagginess at the calf?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
That's a cool touch. You could have just done the old well, it's just legs and we paint them gray.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
They're
you could have done
tight.
that all day.
They're so tight that they just paint them gray. Like,
yep.
You know, no, like they went there. I think the knees actually, to be 100 with you, the knees look better than NECA as April.
I think so too. Yeah. So
I hate to tell you, I hate to
true.
call it out because I love everybody and I want everyone to keep making these things. But all I gotta say is they did something with the knees here that don't make them look like
they did.
Like you lost them in the war.
Oh my
frankly.
Lord!
I mean,
but yes.
So I mean, there's that.
He does have the benefit of having the pants, whereas April was wearing a skirt. So she does. So, but you are right though. This is done pretty well. They could have messed that up. But yeah, I think Casey is Casey's the one that gets me usually. If they do a good Casey, and yeah, I think this one. Oh man, if anyone's gonna get me, it's gonna be this one. So
$20 and it's they're 4-inch scale.
I think so.
And
yeah.
these are obviously like mock-ups, and we don't know what in hand looks like.
Right. And so
you gotta get that scouting report. That's all there is to it, in my opinion. You got to see him live. You got to see him in the wild. You got to get that scouting report. You know what I'm saying? Because if they come most of the way to those, if you're looking for that set of figures, I mean, it's probably your best shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. That's now
without paying outrageous prices.
Right now, if you wanted to go into store, you could get some of the Playmates classics that they've reissued with some of the figures, which aren't the worst figures. I like mine for the most part, but don't like their articulated fingers. That's always weird to me. But there's those. But then again, you do make that's a very valid point. These figures are in a different area of the store, at least in Walmart. They're in the entertainment section. So like the electronics section. So they're trying to get a different crowd. They're trying to get your anime kids and your people that are there to buy video media and watch, TV shows and nostalgia. They want like the little like chibi stuff. Like it's the idea of like the chibi stuff. Now $20. I mean that's not necessarily a little chibi price. Right. No.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you're a lot more right to buy around like $10 to like $13. You know that's typically the area of your impulse purchase.
Yeah.
Seeing that $19.99. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, because
they must feel like they can sell it though. I mean, you don't make all the plastic.
Yeah, you don't go do that if you don't think you got it. So yeah, and so that's pretty much the toy news. So anxious to see what else NECA's gonna throw our way, and hopefully they give us all the Leo pictures soon. And so just keep checking back here, and we'll keep you posted on all the turtle toy news. I guess, are we a turtle toy source now? Is that what you call that? I don't know. But nevertheless, let us know what you think about these figures. Are you excited about them? Do you want to get them? Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Because I think they're about to start coming out. At least the Loyal Subject ones are. Let us know. Email us, turtlesoupshow@gmail.com. And you can let us know in the comments as well. And let us know if we're loud and wrong.
Are any photos you've ever seen real?
Oh,
or are they all just digital mock-ups?
Are we just digital Yeah.
I mean, in a way, obviously, this is digital mock-up.
It's true.
We're not in your phone.
Or are we?
Bye.
Else time.